Dear students, in the last class we discussed the programs, basic programs of C++. Okay, so today again we will discuss some more programs. So first one is to find the square of a number. Okay, so if you want to find out the square of a number, square of a number means, for example, if I give the input value as a 5 means the result should be the 25. So here the input is only one, just you have to use the multiplication here. Okay, so the first step here, if you want to start the program, the first step is hash include iostream.h. You have to include the input output stream header file. Next you have to write void main. Next int a and one is storage variable. Next what you have to write, cout, enter the a. Next cin a. B is equal to A into A. Cout B. Here. This is the small program. So the execution of the program starts from main function. So first you can write this program, after that you can execute the program. The execution starts from main function. So the question is the square of a number. Means what if you give the input value as a one input value, so that value is multiplied with that number only, so then you will get the result. So for that purpose, one is for input purpose, another one is for storage purpose. Here enter the a value, so I can give the value as 5 into 5, it is stored in B. Finally the result is 25. Okay, so it is also a small program. Okay. So second one is, here the question is square of a number. So now you have to check the given number is perfect square or not. Perfect square or not. Perfect square or not. For example, 25 is a perfect square. Perfect square. 30 is not a perfect square. 4 into 4, 16. Again 16 is a perfect square. So for that purpose, so first you can give the one input value. After that you can multiply the value with the same value. Next is you can compare the value. How to compare? See here. If B is equal to A, B is equal to A. Suppose if I give the input value as 3, sorry, 9. 9. Here, sorry, 3 only, you will get the 9. 3 into 3, 9. 9 is stored in B. Here 9 is there, here B, A is there. Then again it is a false. Again it is a false. Here 16 is a perfect square. 16 is a perfect square. See here. I can give the input value as 4. 4 into 4, 16. 16 is stored in B. 16 is stored in B. Here B is equal to A means again the condition is false. Means it is not a perfect square. then it will not work, because if you are, for example, here you can take this 16. If you take the input value as a 16 or 4 means 4 into 4 16, every time the condition, if I write the b is equal to a means every time it should give the wrong result. Okay, so first thing is you can multiply the same number, you can square the number and it is stored in b. So after that, see here, next I can declare one more variable c. C is equal to SQRT in the bracket of B. If I give the input value as 4 into 4, 16. 16 is stored in B. Square root of 4, that is 2. That is 2. That is 2. Here C value is 2. If C star C is equal to A. See here. Otherwise, directly you can square root of A. Perfect square, or it is a perfect square root. I can give the input value as 4. Square root of A is 2. 2 is stored in C. Here A value is 4. C value is 2. 2 into 2, 4. 4 is equal to 4. Again the condition is true. It means that 4 is a perfect square. Suppose if I give the input value as 5. Square root of 5 is 2.5 or 2. Something is there. Okay. But it is stored in C. If you multiply 2 point something into 2 point something, you will not get an accurate 5. So that time the condition becomes false. So first thing you have to remember is, first directly you cannot multiply. So better you can take the square root. See here. B is equal to SQRT in the bracket of A. First you can find out the square root of input value. So after that, if B star B is equal to A. So after find out in the square root, it is stored in B. Again you can multiply B into B and it is equal to the given input value. If it is true means C out. So it is a perfect square. It is a perfect square. Else C out, not a perfect. Okay, so once again we have to check the condition. Okay, so now we have to take the input value as 25. I can give the input value as 25. 25 is stored in A. Square root of 25 is 5 is stored in A. And see here SQRT is used to find out the square root of a number. It is present in the mathematical function. It is a mathematical function and compulsory we have to include the hash include math.h. It is not a mod.h, it is a math.h. Means if you want to use this function, this header file will provide the mathematical functions like square roots, like power, like sine, cos, trigonometric functions. Okay, and string functions. There are so many functions are there. Okay, so this whatever the functions related to mathematics, so this header file will provide the mathematical functions. If you want to use the SQRT compulsory, we can include the hash include math.h. Okay, square root of 25 is 5 is stored in B. 5 into 5, 25. The given input value is 25. It is a perfect square. Suppose if I give the input value as a 30, square root of 30 is 5.5. you can take 5.5. Okay, 5.5 into 5.5, it will give the different result. Here the input value is 30, and once we can calculate the decimal value, if it is a perfect square, then the result is true. Otherwise it should not give the accurate. Here 5 point something into 5 point something will not give the 30. Okay, that's why it is not a, it should display the, it is not a perfect square. So this is also a different type of program. The program is perfect square or not. First we can find out the square root of a given number. So after that we can multiply with the same number. Here result is stored in B into B, and it is compared with your input value. If it is satisfied, the system should display the, it is a perfect square. Otherwise it is not a perfect square. Okay, next program. See here, next program, you can find out the x raised to y. You can find out the given values with the x raised to y. Here the number of, if you want to solve this example, it requires two values. One is x value, another one is y value. It means that you can give the two input values. So that's why I can declare int a comma b. Int a comma b. And this must be stored in one variable. Result must be stored in one variable. So that's why I can take the r as a storage variable. Okay, next. See here. So what is the next step? So directly I can write CO. So enter. So better you can take x comma y. Enter x comma. Next Cin x y. Okay, see here, r is equal to, but in the computer how to write this x raised to y? Again we have to include the mathematical functions, that is POW, function. Here POW indicates the power function. Okay, see here, POW in the bracket of x comma y. So here POW of x comma y is equivalent to x raised to y in mathematics. The first number, the first variable indicates the base, and second variable indicates the ratio or exponent value. See out r. See here, I can give the input value, x value as x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Finally it is power of 2 comma 3. Here power of 2 comma 3 is equivalent to 2 raised to 3. Answer is 8. Finally it should display the result as 8. So this is also a one type of program. So whatever the problems in the mathematics, simple, or it may be the simple problem or it may be the complex problem, so all the problems can be converted into the program. And these programs can be written in separate software, that is Turbo C++. Turbo C++ software. So you can install the Turbo C++. If you have a computer, you can, either it may be the Windows 7, either it may be the Windows 8, or either it may be the 10, whatever it may be the version. So in the Google you can search, so Turbo C++ for Windows. So you will get the link, you can download and install. Okay, once it is successfully installed, so you can open the software. So initially, so there are some menus, or it may be opened with a blue color screen. Okay, better you can go to the file menu. In that you can select new one. So it should be a blank and start with this line. Okay, whatever you have to write the program in the book, the same program has to be written in the system. So after completion of writing, after writing completion, so you can save your file. So again go to the file menu. In that you can click on the save button. It should open one dialog box. It should open one dialog box. So in that, so here some text will be there. So you can completely remove that text, and I can give this one lab or program. So I can save this one as a program 1. So after writing the name, just you can mention .cpp. So why you have to mention .cpp means you are writing the C++ program. The extension of the C++ program is .cpp. Suppose if you are not mentioned .cpp means this program will not execute. So once you can save your program, so next you can go to the compile. Go to compile. There are so many options are there in the menu bar. First one is file, view, compile, run, etc. Okay, go to compile. In that you can click on the compile. Okay, so here compile means whatever you have to return the program, it will check the errors in your program. Suppose if there is any errors in the program, so it should clearly mention. System should clear, or compiler should mention error message to the user in which line you are getting the error. Again you can see the error. For example, if I miss the semicolon, it is a syntax error, and in the third line it must be highlighted. In the menu bar here it should some errors will be displayed. One by one you can select. Here first I can select that line also selected, and you can check you can verify the program and you can make it correct. So after that again go to the compile. Suppose if there is no error means 0 errors, warnings 0. So after that you can go to run. If you click on the run, it should open another window. It must be a blank window, and in that you will see some text. Enter the values of a and b, enter the values of x and y. So after that you can give the input, and if you want to give the input and don't use the comma and all. For example, if you want to enter two values means just I can enter 10 space 20 or 10 enter 20. ನಾವು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಕಾಮಾದೇನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಂಟರ್ ದಿ ಟೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ದಿ ಎ ಕಾಮಾ ಬಿ ಅಂತಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಎಂಟರ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬಾರ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಅಗೇನ್ ನಾವು ಎಂಟರ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ದಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ದ ಯೂಸರ್. It should display the result to the user. So this is completely the saving the file, compiling the file and running the file. Okay, so in the next class again we will discuss some more examples. Okay, thank you.